Welcome to the Fall Damage Podcast.
Woo.
Hey.
This is our third time recording this, and this is the time that barely anybody is in it, but it's alright, I guess. The three of us is better than none of us, I guess.
Yeah.
So currently, on my screen, you of course can see who's in it, but to those of you who are not currently watching it from my point of view, let me quickly move that out of the way. Let me tell you who's in the podcast for today. We have Alex, also known as whatever that is,
Pathagus.
Pathicus.
Hi.
And also we have the one and only Dragon Feathers.
The one and only, as far as I know. Yay, hello.
So we have basically we only have like one topic that we really want to talk about, and then others it's just basically random stuff we're talking about. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that topic right now. Basically, our main topic that we want to talk about is definitely our since this is the new year and everything, we got some plans, and basically the three of us are going to quickly go through the plans, or our plans, and all that sort of stuff. It could be, YouTube wise, just any plans in general. So we're going to start off with Dragon, who will tell us her plans.
Aw, man, put me on the spot. Okay. Well, let's see. Plans. I plan to successfully finish this podcast. Beyond that, let's see, I guess YouTube-wise, I plan on putting out regularly scheduled videos. I plan on trying new games that I haven't played before. And I would like to see an increase in subscribers to like 420, 450 by the end of the year. So I can't really do anything to make that except what I've already been doing, and like I said, playing new games. I do plan on getting a new computer this year, which will help me play bigger and better games. Also with that, a new monitor so I can have better aspect ratios and just all around better gaming experience for myself and for the viewers, so they don't have to yell at me because all my games are lagging. Because my graphics card is not a card, it's a chip. And personally, I'm just gonna, this year I've decided to embrace or release my inner child more. However you want to think about it. But I'm letting my inner child out more so I can, just in everyday life, be more open to enjoying life and living life to the fullest and seeing the wonder and the awe in things like a child would. And being my best person.
See, if you really want to see Dragon at her fullest childlike, just get her to play Cards Against Humanity.
That's a grown-up child, but yeah, it's fun.
I'm gonna have to see that at some point. That sounds actually pretty great.
Maybe since a lot of people come on around the meetings, probably they'll be when we do it. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Unless we can tear everybody else away from the community's new obsession.
Yeah.
What's that?
Empyrean. What is it? Empyrean Galactic
Empyrean.
Something.
I mean,
yeah, Empyrean Galactic Survival. I've
seen Has live streamed that, and all I can think about is it's like Ark Survival or something like that, but it's space. I don't know.
I'd say that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
So I mean, one of the big things is like I saw this in the chat. So apparently, like we are like there's like a big follower base on this game, but not a lot of like other YouTubers have been playing this. Like I've just been trying to look up like tutorials and stuff, and I can barely find anything on it myself. But yeah,
Yeah, if you find a good game and hop on early, you get the leg up. Unfortunately, none of the people who've been playing have been posting videos to get the first bit, but I think it's catching on. I've seen some of the other big YouTubers are starting to play it.
you see, there's kind of like like the bell curve. There's kind of like an effect with that when it comes to games. It starts out with like in popularity, at least YouTube wise, it starts out with like a very small YouTuber playing the game, and they've become like pretty popular after that. And after that, like, oh, this people start saying, oh, this person had like 5 subscribers before they started playing this game, and they're now at 100 in a month. I'm gonna start playing this game, and eventually work your way all the way up to like Markiplier level, and then the game's got about like 2-3 more months of popularity, and then it's dead.
That's basically. I mean, I don't want to say that's like Minecraft or anything like that. I want to say it's at least like Ark. I mean, the game's still popular, but at the same time, it hit its prime when like all the big YouTubers were playing it.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, everyone would pretty much know about the game or something, and then they'd run out of things to do. The YouTubers would stop playing it because they'd run out of things to do, and then people would stop being interested in that. And this game is just starting out, so I'm pretty sure that this game it's in alpha right now. So I mean, it's got a lot of room to grow on, and it's probably going to end up being very popular soon in the future.
Oh, I can definitely popular.
So, Alex, what are your plans for the 2017 year?
Well, so I don't really have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel anymore. I used to do that a while ago and play games with Taylor, and that's pretty much how I met him.
Yeah.
But what I plan to do is work to make like a ton of music and stuff. Just like I'm a very new artist and everything, so I'm just looking forward to learn how to make a ton of new types of music, find new techniques to make music, and just tons of stuff like that overall. And of course, like being in school, I don't have that much time to do that, but I mean, I do as much as I can, and I'm definitely excited. Taylor invited me to join Fall Damage, and I've been having a lot of fun playing with the people on here and stuff. So I plan to hopefully be featured in a lot of people's videos and stuff like this podcast at some point. So since I don't make any videos myself, but top of that, just working on a lot of getting good grades and stuff, just everyday stuff. Talking to more people is a big thing, and that group will help. This group will help because, like, I'm very, very antisocial, so like, and I don't talk very much. So I've noticed that like after just playing a video game for like 1 hour, my voice would be completely gone because I'm just not used to talking to people for that long. But yeah, well, that's pretty much it for my plans.
So my plans for the 2017 year is basically more to do with like getting my YouTube channel off the ground and all that stuff. Just trying to get rid of this. I mean, this computer is good. I mean, it's actually good enough to record stuff, actually good enough to make videos and all that stuff, but I just don't feel like I want to continue doing the series that I'm doing. If you watch one of my longer Fall Damage or vanilla thing where I'm talking about how I want to make new series over the summer, and especially like not exactly get away from Minecraft, but turn more into like a sports channel or something like that necessarily. Like I still do games and all that, but like not like Minecraft 24/7 and all that. That's why I started the GT Racing series because I really love racing games and all that. So I started playing that game once again, and all that stuff. And then, as well as for my YouTube channel, just get about 350 subscribers by the end of spring, entering summer, which in the last 28 days has been making me feel really confident, gaining about like almost 10 subscribers in a span of just a week, which is insane, especially when one of my videos that is not Minecraft related has over 130 views, which is crazy because none of my videos can get past 10 these days. So for that, getting around like more than 10 times as well my normal videos do, that gives me some light that, you know, that challenge is getting pretty close to being done. So I want to get rid of this laptop that I have, get a new gaming laptop that is at least somewhat better than this. It doesn't have to be like $1,000 or anything like that, even though that's the one I really wanted, but $1,000 is just too much, so I may just go for like a $600, $700, I don't know, and work with that. Personally, just trying to, all I have to say is just fix my English, because, I mean, just like Alex, I'm kind of anti-social, and me talking for long periods of time, especially doing like commentary and all that. I'm getting better at it, but just I still have room for progress to like fix everything, especially in my videos when I have like 30 seconds of like dead air or just me just not speaking or something like that. I need to fix that, which is why when I edit, I like to cut the videos down a little bit, because that's kind of what I've been doing the last few videos, as well as needing to record more things with fall damage, which is definitely what I want to try and doing. I'll probably want to keep some of the recordings that I do, probably record the meetings and then keep them in my videos folder, so that way I can actually hear the meetings. But I don't know about that. But mostly my plans for 2017 is just get my YouTube channel off the ground and start improving on everything, which starts with getting a new laptop.
So, so what laptop are you planning on getting, or do you have like do you have anything in mind?
There was a laptop that I wanted, but that was the one that was saying like that was $1,000. It was like the
Yeah.
it was I can't pronounce it. It was like ASUS or something like that. It was one
Yeah. This is a weird brand. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah, it's one of their computers. It's like one of their top-notch computers. It's like
Asus.
Yeah.
Asus. That's how
I was like mentally spelling it for a few minutes, going, "What?" Asus.
Yeah. You get one of their newest computers, which is like $1,000. I have the thing. I'd like to pull that up real quick, so Chrome will be full screen for a minute on my thing until I. Okay, there we go. Get that out of here. It's in one of my bookmarks.
So do you have anything against buying a PC?
A desktop computer is something I don't want to buy because, I mean, yes, I did have like several desktop computers, but from my experience with my latest desktops and all that, they are not the greatest, and I'd rather have laptops, so that way, because one of my plans is to also get an Elgato, so that way it can record stuff from my like Xbox or something, whatever, just in case if I want to do that. I kind of need to have a laptop in handy because my desktop computer is literally like a floor and a few rooms above me.
Yeah, that is a good point.
All right, yeah.
And I mean, like, it's so hard to like switch out parts in a laptop sometimes. That's one of the big reasons why I went with the PC.
Yeah. So the computer that I was looking for, but can't really get because of course it's overpriced, is the Ace. Can't pronounce it again.
Asus.
Asus. I want to say Asus, but that's no. Asus ROG GL552. It's the pricing is up and down. Last time I checked, it was like $1,000. Now it's like $829. Yeah, that's the computer that I want to get.
Well, I'm just looking at a budget game, like Best Buy for like between $600 to $700,
Yeah.
which will be an improvement from what I have, which is like a mini tower home computing computer, not designed for gaming. That's why the graphics card is a chip.
Yeah, I have. I got mine for like 600, I think. Then I would just put some like minimal upgrades. I put in like I bought an NVIDIA graphics card. That's not minimal at all. But, and then I put in like a new power supply and some more RAM, and this thing has been doing absolutely amazing. I haven't run into the only time that I've ever had like a lag based on not enough computing power is when I accidentally had I had an instance of modded Minecraft and then 2 different games open at once, and I didn't realize it. And that's the only time that I've ever experienced computer CPU lag before.
Yeah, I could see 3 games going at once, creating some lag.
Yeah, but if you're looking to get a computer, I can just as some cyber power PC I got off of Newegg. So
cyber power PCs are pretty good.
Yeah, they are. They're no like Alienware or anything, but I mean,
I was thinking about getting in one of those Alienware alphas that you hook up to your TV, but I don't know if they'll be good for recording and gaming.
Yeah, like have you seen those NVIDIA shields though? Those things look pretty insane.
Yeah.
I wish mine had been a full size because I had a viewer offer me memory upgrades and a graphics card, but because mine is a compact format, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's like a mini desktop.
Yeah, mine is absolutely humongous.
Out of all the laptops and desktops that I've had in my entire life, sadly the laptop that I'm using right now is the best out of all of them because it actually can record stuff. It could actually not completely blow up when playing Minecraft. Because I mean, like my desktop that I currently is sitting collecting dust. I mean, it's still being used, but it's unholy slow and nothing can run off of it. Basically, when I used that to record Minecraft, which even me and Alex had to do a few times, it was just not the greatest at running.
Yeah, when I first started my channel, what was it, 2.5 years ago, I actually started recording Minecraft on my netbook, which is the mini laptop. It's like an Acer One, and it's ancient, and it was very laggy. I think I was getting 1 or 2 frames per second.
Oh my god!
But I was running Screencast-O-Matic and recording. But I mean, I was just thrilled that I was able to play the game still. It was still going and recording, and I was just having fun doing it. And when I actually got this computer and I could play it like 30 frames per second, it was like, oh my gosh. So much better. But yeah, now it's taking its toll. I'm trying getting a lot of stuff in it, and some things. Plus, it's just modded. Like right now,
Mhm.
I'm trying to do regrowth, and I think it's maybe a Java thing, but it is just really hard for my computer to run it for some reason, and it's not a humongous mod pack. It doesn't like my computer.
Yeah. When I started out, I had when I used to do a YouTube channel, I had a Asus that was even it had less storage than my phone. Like it was it was an 8 GB laptop, and I made my videos off of that. I ended up having to whenever I recorded something, I had to delete every single thing that I had made before, like every other video, as soon as I uploaded it. And I couldn't record a video for more than like 10 minutes and stuff like that. It didn't run mine when, like, I just played Minecraft at the time. And I mean, like, it ran that fine, but I mean, it wasn't good. It's I wouldn't be able to go back to it now at all. And it, like there was horrible, like the touchpad on it, it just barely worked. So I had to like I didn't like using a mouse at the time, so I had to buy a mouse and everything. And but yeah,
Um, when I started, basically my first, oh, I want to say 10 video. I don't want to say 10 videos. Maybe it's 10. I'm not sure. I'll have to go all the way down to my bottom of my video list real quick on my phone. But I started off recording with, like, literally recording stuff on my phone because I had like a record by screen program for iPhones. So I literally could record like the greatest thing for my phone at the time. Like it was pretty good, I guess, until I remembered that it was an iPhone 4. It could not run Minecraft all that well. If it ran Minecraft, it ran at, let's say 20 to 25 frames per second. So while it was still playable, it was not good. So I recorded for like the first 5 or 6 videos off of my phone, like the record by screen program. Then after that, I took a break, and then I continued like doing like vlogs, I guess, if you want to say. Then I just made whatever videos I could with whatever computer I could. Then I began making like hour-long episodes of stuff that was really unnecessary, like like you know that Minecraft map, the code, right?
yeah.
I
I
don't know
played
that
that
one.
with you. I think.
Uh,
I think didn't
yeah,
I play with that with you?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We did play it with each other, but I did it alone for like 3 episodes. I got it all done. And that each episode was like either a half an hour or an hour long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Usually 15 minutes or 30 minutes are the magic number for video lengths I see.
Yeah. Um, and then I actually had some decent recordings. I actually recorded a few episodes of stuff with Alex. We did a lava race, and then we did a parkour map, and then we made our own version of lava race, which was basically the same thing, but we just edited a few better things, I guess. I don't know how we didn't get sued.
Yeah.
It was literally like, it was easily so, like, as soon as you spawned in, or it's on Planet Minecraft still, you can literally look at the pictures. It's like it's the same thing as the original, except
Well, there's no copyright on Minecraft map, so they wouldn't sue you.
yeah,
I can see some people like wasn't there like Mojang or something started enforcing this thing where you can't use Minecraft for advertising. Like people like Mineplex were
yeah,
doing a thing where they said or they had advertisements on their websites and stuff, and they said go to this and you get like a discount in the store.
yeah.
And using that, yeah. So that ended up being like a really big problem. So I mean,
And then there was
if
also that time where they had to put like something, like they had to ban to where they had things on the store that was like game changing or something like that. They had to get rid of
Yeah.
that stuff.
There was also like some companies that were making hiring people to make Minecraft maps.
Yeah.
And like one I saw was really cool. Like some phone company made like a phone in Minecraft,
Yeah.
and they started hiring YouTubers to make videos on that and stuff. And I think that that contributed to the problem because they're not allowed to do that anymore. They can get sued off of that. So
See, the problem with, uh, like, the problem with, uh, the problem with how Minecraft has changed from what it was before to now. I don't want to say it's necessarily like those servers like Hypixel or Myplex or whatever. I just feel like when it comes to how Minecraft changed and how multiplayer went from being one single server that was mostly survival or creative or whatever to like a server within a server within a server with like inception or something like that. And then
yeah,
it was like, oh, we need to stay on longer, so if you go to the website and uh, buy like whatever, you get this amazing diamond sword for something that you're not even gonna be playing for like you're not even gonna be playing in like a year or two, because like I know I had a I don't know if I still have it or not. I can't really tell because I haven't really bought anything off of like any games or something like that since probably like last month or something. But I used to be like a really, really bad, like I had a really bad addiction to like buying in-game currency or something like that on like games like Call of Duty and Overwatch. So, um, but it's kind of stupid when you think about how back in the days, or like not even back in the days, they're kind of still doing it today. Um, that they're selling you like crazy things for either it's like crazy things for a small price or small things for crazy prices.
yeah. All of the like in-game buying stuff. I mean, like you see, a lot of people hate that there are like DLC and stuff like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when it like I mean, in certain cases, yeah, the DLC it definitely shouldn't be DLC when it's something that was like promised to be in the main game or something like that. Or it heavily contributes to the gameplay, gives you like another chapter in the game or something. They really shouldn't make that DLC. But when it comes to something like Rocket League,
Yeah.
there are cars that you can buy in Rocket League, and like they give you monitoring. You get the look of the car, and then sometimes there are slightly different stats on the car, but the stats are barely noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like it won't give you a heavy advantage in the game. It's just based on user preference. So their form of DLC, I think that that's an okay form of DLC. Um, or when it comes to something like, I'm trying to think of an example like where you can buy you just buy an entire map or something
Mm-hmm.
for like $10. Just like, come on, you were supposed to just
It's like
yeah, it
especially
definitely yeah.
especially if you get um like the pre-order bonus scandals and all that other stuff, and some of these pre-orders that these games put out, and most of the time that they're not even in the game until like maybe until they like come out as DLC or something like that, and then again you have to pay for like another 10, 15, $50 or something. But aside from the obvious of most of these DLCs shouldn't even be DLCs in the first place. Um, like none of that is really the problem. The real problems are like the kind of like COD points in Call of Duty, or
Yeah.
like those things. I It's kind of like that bad DLC where you don't know why you get it, because it's obviously not going to do anything towards the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Like map packs are okay because at least you get something, like a map or something, which is all right. But if you're spending money, if you're spending money to get kind of like the game's form of money, it just honestly doesn't make sense, especially when it honestly doesn't do much of anything.
yeah. But I mean, like, sometimes it is like the DLC when it goes to making, like, paying for the people who made the game
Hmm.
to add in new stuff and give them, the game makers, more resources to get better servers and stuff like that. Then it's like a really good. It's definitely a really good thing. And if there was ever like a game that I really really liked, and the game needed like a more funding and stuff, I would happily donate money or buy DLC to get them more money to be able to do something like that. But when it comes to something like Call of Duty, they don't really need to. They're making a ton of money already, and they're backed by a huge company. When it comes to something indie, like I believe Furion, or isn't Rocket League actually indie?
It's a little indie, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean they were kind of because of the popularity of it. It's kind
Yeah.
of, they are making a lot of money, but I don't know. Some of these games really are helped by the DLC a lot, and it's not just greed. And the only time when I don't like it is when it is greed. But of course, it is greed when it comes, like, when it comes to buying like skins or something in like CS:GO.
Yeah.
I mean, like, people do enjoy doing that for some reason.
I don't know
I
why.
I don't understand why, but I guess there is like a point where you have like you wear skins or something that you can sell and make a ton of money off of. When it comes to something like that, yeah, I may do it. But to make money, of course, not. I just don't care about the way my knife looks.
Hmm. Um, Basically, as well as like some of these games that some people make, like I Am Bread, for example, how when that first came out, it was like what, like 10, 15, $20 or something like that. It was, you know, it was for a game that is so simple. It's probably one of the best examples of a game so simple with a simple price. But then you get games that are so simple that are overpriced. Uh, Trying to, I don't want to say Minecraft as an example. It's not that simple, especially when you get, you pay $25 to get not only uh, a launcher and maybe one version of the game, but you get like the option to have hundreds and hundreds of different versions. So you basically get like a lot of stuff for what you paid for or something like that, especially when you get mods included or something like that.
That's an extremely humble price.
Yeah.
Like, they could be making a ton of money. They could easily be paying charging $60 and people would still buy it.
Yeah.
Of course, I probably wouldn't whenever I bought Minecraft because I was very young. But yeah, they could have easily charged so much more money for it. It's But when it comes to something online, like a lot of people say, "Oh, this isn't physical at all, so you can pretty much just give it out to me for free and stuff."
Mhm.
Like, after you've already made the crux of your money, you don't need any more money. It doesn't matter if I just download this for free or something. I mean, there kind of is a big problem with that, just in the economy of the game and all.
Mm-hmm.
Just ending up putting money into there and everything. Like, for instance, like specifically like piracy and stuff with certain programs. It's like it's detrimental not to, like, also with like the stats of the people who are like, companies look at their stats like very heavily to see if people are liking the things, if they're buying them and stuff, and use that to make it better and stuff. So basically, by like a lot of people pirating stuff, it kind of ends up completely screwing over the company too, just in the
Yeah,
people too.
I agree. My ex-boyfriend and I used to have a big debate over that because I would say, like, there's a game I want called RimWorld. It's $35. It's in development, but I don't have the money to shell out for it, so I'm like, I'm saving up for it. And he's like, "Well, you want me to go see if I can get it somewhere for free?" And I'm like, "No." Because to me that's just wrong. That's taking money out of somebody's pocket to find a pirated copy of a game that I am willing to pay the full price for. It's just, and he thought it was okay because it's somebody put it out there and it's a, you can find a way to get it for free, then you should get it for free. But I feel that buying into that piracy is just hurting the company and hurting the people who make it. And we would have long debates about whether that was really legitimate. But yeah, I don't.
While it
So
does,
always pay for your games, people.
yeah. Basically, while it is kind of, well, illegal, definitely.
Yeah.
While it is illegal, and of course it does hurt the company. I mean, in my opinion, I really don't like pirating, but then again, that's basically how it got me into Minecraft, because I basically started off with it pirated or whatever. I played that version. I played it for like a month until I had the ability to get the full version, and I was like, all right, I'll buy for the full version, and I paid for it, and that's basically how I got into Minecraft, to be honest. I mean, I don't pirate a lot of games. I mean, if I do, then that's basically this computer's fault, because since it has like a stupid password on it that I can't get through, uh, uh, and I can get through it by a pirate or something like that, then I guess that'd be fine too. But most of the time that doesn't work. So either way, all I'm saying is pirate. Just buy the games. That's it. No, there's no excuse for pirating at all.
And like, one thing that like a lot of people, you guys probably wouldn't know this because you aren't, I don't think, at least, you're very invested in like the music industry, but like a lot of people pirate the programs like FL Studio and Ableton that people use to produce like electronic music.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the reason that, well, even really big artists have done that. For instance, you probably know Deadmau. He pirated one of his music programs, and he said it on Twitter or something like that. But I mean, of course, he's spotting the full version now because he's pretty rich. But you see, most of the reason that people would do this is like, if the full version of FL Studio is like $704 or something like that. Yeah, absolutely insane. I'm not going to be buying that for a long time. And I use FL Studio to make my music, and I had to shell out $200 to get the version that I have now. And I mean, of course, that's not like a small thing for me, since I don't have a job. I'm not old enough to have a job in Virginia yet. So Yeah, it took me an absolutely long time to save up for and everything, but and I ended up actually just using the trial version for probably a few months before I bought the version. So, but yeah, you can definitely see a lot of people pirating that just because of the insane price it is. But there's
Mhm.
also a ton of people who go into making it like in different categories, like because the plugins are usually not just made by the company who makes the music program; they're made by um, just tons of random people who decide that they're going to make a plugin someday, or companies that make plugins. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
as well as another example of this is, uh, I, I he's pretty popular, KSI. Um,
Ah, yeah.
he even made a video, because he made a movie and it was regarded as one of the top pirated movies, and he got pretty mad at it because he wasn't getting paid diddly squat over it, even though he's getting paid a lot of money either way because of YouTube. Um, but I could totally see why he gets mad over, you know, him not being able to get money from because of people just pirating his stuff and all that. I mean, honestly, for pirating is kind of like one of the dumbest things in the world, even though sometimes it could get you into like games and stuff, like how it did for me for Minecraft. But at the same time, it's just not right to do it.
Yeah, I started Minecraft actually just playing the free demo,
Yeah.
which I don't know if a lot of people know there is a free demo. I mean, it's not very great, and I was playing it on my, you know, um, not very good laptop, but still, it gave me a taste of the game. And then when I was able to get out and play the whole game, I went, "Whoa, there's a lot more here than
Um.
that."
Yeah, I didn't even know that there was a demo. When
hmm
did that? You know when it came out? Or
Well, I got Minecraft. I think it was 1.7.4.
ah,
So I just went to the Minecraft Mojang, whoever was running the website at the time, and it was like, "Oh, free demo."
I seen a
I don't know. I assume.
um I seen a video of somebody doing a the demo version of Minecraft, but like it was from PC World or whatever they were called. No, PC Gaming. Was it?
hmm
I can't remember which. It was a company with like PC something. I don't know if it was World or Gaming or one of those two. Not even those two. I don't know. Anyway, and he said it was like it's kind of like the demo, but at the same time it was like really kind of like it was like a mod pack, I guess. It wasn't like normal Minecraft. It was like a pre-generated world, like not even a pre-gener. Yeah, it was like a world that you would usually download from like playing at Minecraft or something. Um, and then you know, uh, you would go around and have about it was like either an hour or two of gaming, and then all that other stuff.
Yeah, there is a time limit on the demo.
Yeah.
They give you a certain amount of time, and but once that time is up, you can still go back and play it again.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked it up online. It's like 5 days or 100 minutes.
hmm
5 in-game days.
And when you're brand new to the game, that's like forever.
Yeah.
And at the same time, not a lot of time. Because when I played, I think it was the same map all the time. So it is a pre-generated map. And when I played, being a noob, like it was raining all the time, and it was in a forest, and it was like you don't even know how to craft a sword or an axe. So it's like it's kind of safe because you get to learn how to do it, but at the same time it's like if you put it on any difficulty other than peaceful, it's kind of frustrating because
Mm-hmm.
you're getting killed and you don't know how to defend yourself or build a house. And I liked it and I didn't like it, but through watching YouTube I saw enough of the rest of the game to know that I really wanted to
Yeah, you see, I started out on Minecraft Pocket Edition, and I had absolutely no idea about anything about my one of my friends just came up and said, "Hey, there's this like cool thing called Minecraft. It's like a video game. It's like you should try it out, and it's on the App Store." So I it's like, okay, it was $7 at the time, so I convinced my mom to buy it for me, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to open up my inventory. I didn't know that there was an inventory. All that I knew was that you hold the button here to mine stuff, and then you can place it. And I was very confused when I started mining stuff, and there was like 4 or 5 spaces as the inventory time, I believe. Once I had mined 5 different items, they just started going other places, and I just like, I don't know where this is going, and I thought that my game was glitched or something, um, and I was mining like stone with my fists and everything. I was like, this is taking a really long time, and I didn't know anything. And eventually, after like a really long time of playing, my friend told me that you can. It's just like, why don't you just make a pickaxe? And I was like, what? How do you make a pickaxe? Like you just open up your crafting table. How do you open up the crafting table? So many things I didn't know how to do, and I just started figuring out how to do everything myself. And um, ah, it was so much fun because it was like all brand new, and I had to figure it all out myself because there was no in-game guide or anything to Minecraft.
Hmm.
Well, other than my friend being like, make a pickaxe, there was nothing, didn't know anything, and that's the reason why I liked Minecraft so much, because I had to figure everything out. And even when I started playing Minecraft on the laptop, I liked to not exactly look up crafting recipes or anything for like, of course, some stuff I kind of had to do, but I was able to figure out many of the crafting recipes myself. Like, pickaxe is pretty obvious, axe, shovel, sword, fences, and stuff like that. Of course, now they've changed the fence recipe to something completely stupid, but I don't know.
Um,
I just had a ton of fun.
yeah, the way I started Pocket Edition, um, I want to say I'm probably gonna have to take a page out of Carl's books, and I'll be like, when I was your age, or something like that. Um, I actually started with the demo Pocket Edition app that they had back in the older days.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the one that I actually started out on until I got my mom to buy it for me.
oh man, I swear to God, I cannot tell you how many times I look back on that app and I'm like, there's no way I started playing that for like several days straight. Like no joke, I was like, there's no way that could actually be what Pocket Edition is like. Even though it was like the demo version, I was like, that's just crazy. Um, Basically, how it was only you got like what was it, like 3, maybe 4 inventory spaces, and then you got like your whole entire inventory, which was basically creative in my opinion, because you had unlimited blocks unless you mined up a few resources. Like it was creative and also survival at the same time, because you had creative because you had like infinite wool, infinite doors, infinite glass, infinite everything. But then at the same time you also had like a few limitations like sand and dirt and all that. And then you also had like your hearts and stuff for like zombies, and they only had like zombies, pigs, and sheeps. I think that was it. I'm not sure. They probably had something else. But I started on that, and then uh, well, I didn't really start on that per se. I got that like I went on the PC version. I made like a house out of sand and cobblestone and dirt and everything I could think of. Um, and I basically was like probably I wasn't like a noob per se, because I was actually good at like crafting and all that sort of stuff, even though I researched like hours of stuff anyways. But I basically got into that game, and then as well as I seen uh Toby Turner and Zach Scott, when those two played it, I watched those two played it. Oh my god, those two are basically my inspiration of Minecraft, because when Toby plays it, he makes it interesting, but when Zach plays it, he makes it like and like actually no, Zach Scott's the one for entertainment, while Toby's the one where he's like uh doing stuff and all that. Cause Zach Scott, cause he has like a server and all that, and he can make it to where he had like a lot of stuff built. Like if you go back and watch some of his episodes, he had like people build everything from like town halls to mansions to like some adult stuff.
Oh.
And then
Ooh, adult stuff in Minecraft.
back in the beta days. As well as like Toby Turner would just be on his world, just going around and being a complete noob, especially in his first few episodes where he didn't even know how to break a block, which was basically me as well. So those two, and then that got me into Minecraft basically, and especially with my one friend, just like Alex, telling me about Minecraft, and yeah, as well as basically as that's also how I kind of got into Terraria. I'm not exactly sure how I got into Terraria, but that game is probably the greatest game that you could ever play if you like Minecraft, aside from Minecraft.
I'd rather play mine,
Yeah,
but I've never
same.
played Terraria, so yeah.
Same on both. So
But I've played other games that are similar to Minecraft in ways. I was
Like
just thinking, I don't. Go ahead.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, Taylor talking about like who he first watched as inspiration. I don't think I've ever told anybody who the first YouTubers I watched play Minecraft were.
Are you
I
gonna do
used
it
to
now?
watch. I used to watch Stampy Longnose or Stampy Longhead and iBallistic Squid. And just watching like Stampy run around and be a noob, and then the two of them interacting and having fun on their adventures, that was like so entertaining. I would actually binge watch until 2 a.m. watching Stampy's Lovely World, from episode 1 up to episode 200. And they were playing on the Xbox, which is like.
Insane.
And then I went,
Yeah.
and then when I started playing PC, and I'm like, oh wait, there's like so much more than that, and oh my gosh. But yeah, that's my guilty admission that I watched those guys.
Okay. Well. Okay. So I used to I used to watch a few other people. Like one of the big people I watched was Sky Does Minecraft, and
Yeah.
like I don't watch him that much anymore. But he used to be so much fun to watch, like his mini games and stuff with people like Deadlocks, Jerome, people like that. But I mean, I don't watch him much anymore. But later, I got into Captain Sparkles, and I still watch him today. To be honest with you, so that's where my little guilty admission comes in. But if you haven't, like, some of his series on Minecraft are the most interesting things I've watched, and I'd stay up for absolutely ever watching his stuff. And tons of and my friends used to we used to download his get his music videos like TNT and stuff, and we would listen to those for like hours playing Minecraft, and just the same like 10 songs, and like the the Gangnam Style parody, Minecraft Gangnam
The
Style
good old
parody.
Minecraft parodies.
Yeah, they were so much fun back when I was younger. To just listen to for hours.
Basically, speaking of the topic of Minecraft parodies, me and my one good friend,
How
basically,
many of them? You have one.
Yeah, just one.
I'm hurt. I'm very hurt.
anyway, no, one of my good friends, because I'm more than one, uh, and I really, 'cause back then I was just a huge fan of Minecraft parodies. I literally would listen to them rather than like like real music. What was music back in like 2011, 2012 or something like that. Um, and thank God I really didn't listen to that because I would probably be a fan of Taylor Swift right now.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to even think about that. Anyway, um, every time me and my friend get on Xbox or something, I don't know how. I've not listened to a Minecraft parody in like months, but somehow we still know most of the Minecraft parodies. Like every lyric, every beat, just everything. We haven't listened to we haven't listened to the parodies in like months, maybe a year or two, and yet we still know how to sing these songs. Especially we know the names, who they're by, um, just everything, as if we just got done watching them.
Yeah. I You see, here's the thing when it comes to like music lyrics, um I memorize the lyrics extremely fast. I'm not very good at memorizing things, but when it comes to lyrics, if I'm able to at any point sing a song without it in the background, I will be able to recall it to you, even if I don't remember it. Like there are some songs that my parents have listened to with me when I was like really young, too young to remember, like 6, 5, and I'm just sometimes every once in a while one of those come on the radio, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second, I've never heard this song before, but I know every single word to it somehow, and then I started like singing the song, and my parents were like, "Hey, how do you know this song?" I was like, "Oh no, just know it."
You played it when I was little.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I hear songs because I don't listen to the radio very often, so I don't follow a lot of the current music. But my daughter used to play a lot of the Minecraft parodies, so I'll like hear a song and I'll go, "Oh yeah, I know that song," and I'm like, "Oh wait, no, I know the Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
I don't actually know that song."
Yeah. I basically just I do not like the music today because all of it's basically about adult stuff, and
You
Yeah.
must be listening to the wrong music.
yeah,
No, I
basically.
don't know. I don't listen to music, so I'm no judge.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
same.
look on the top 15 charts and it's the wrong kind of music. Um, so I basically just go to like listen to the good old like 90s and 2000s rock and all that. That's basically all my intro songs basically. Um,
S- See, I listen to like indie. My computer just crashed. So or something just happened with my computer. Oh, never mind. Okay. But I listen to indie music usually, like indie EDM, electronic music, like Monster Cat and stuff like that.
yeah.
And the only exposure that I have to popular music is my sister and my mom, and who they both listen to the popular music and stuff. And I mean, some of the lyrics to these songs are just absolutely like they're like so pointlessly like, oh, the other day I had sex. Oh, the other day I had sex. I had sex earlier. I has. It's basically that, just over and over again.
hmm
It's just, it's ridiculous. Some of the songs.
Um, basically on the radio that I listen to all the time, because since I can't stand today's music, the radio station that me and my dad basically play all the time is like a 80, 70s, 80s, and 90s, a little bit of today's like rock and roll or something like that. That's basically why I'm into rock and all that stuff. I mean, I kind of want to say I'm not. I kind of want to say I'm into metal, but at the same time, I'm not like it's. It's not like that heavy metal stuff like from Slipknot or something like that. It's more like, Disturbed or Avenged Sevenfold and uh,
Crown the Empire.
well, one of those.
Like, I will admit that there are some of those like some Crown the Empire songs that I do like. I don't listen to stuff to that kind of music a lot, but some of the music is actually pretty good. And I mean, but when it comes to songs on the radio and stuff, you'll notice that it's the beats is the exact same in
Always.
absolutely every
It's
song.
always that. That's why I don't like it, because it's just the same
Yeah,
beat. It's not original.
and then it's the same instruments, the same samples,
And
and
almost the same lyrics.
oh yeah, nearly the same lyrics. It's the same notes, same chord progression. Just it just changed just like one. There's a few minimal things, and like, oh, this is a brand new song. And I've actually had and then the beats, like beats and songs are supposed to change throughout the song every once in a while. And I actually once played some like one of the songs that I listened to in my mom's car. My sister's like, "Oh, I absolutely hate this song." I was like, "Why do you hate it?" Like, the beat keeps on changing. There's something new every like 5 seconds. It changes. It's like, that's what a song is.
Basically.
If it doesn't change, it's not a song.
I mean,
It's just you listening to the same thing. It's the same 5 seconds over and over again on repeat.
um, basically, the one thing I could say that's better about today's music than back in the day is if you take an example of, I think it's called "One" by Metallica. That music, that song is 7 minutes long, and about 5 to 6 minutes of it is instrumentals, barely any lyrics. And then that whole 7 minutes, it's basically listening to like 2 to 3 songs in one because of the beat. It starts off as a slow, like, a slow music type beat or something like that, and then it gets into that hard rock stuff that you could like literally jam your head to for like several minutes, and then it gets into that kind of into that, like, it's not like heavy metal rock, but it's more like a nice little head bang or something like that kind of beat for the rest of the song. It's kind of like 3 songs in one.
Kind of like a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like for a while, I only listened to classical music for pretty much that reason.
Gotta get some of that
Yeah.
Beethoven.
Oh yeah, that guy, he is an absolute lady killer. I mean, he can get any girl at all. He's living the music dream. Yeah.
Bach person.
Yeah, you're a Bach type of person?
I think so. I used to
Yeah.
have piano concertos by Bach.
Yeah,
Um,
that's pretty nice.
See, if this was 2013, I would have been like, all I listened to was Minecraft parodies and all that. That's
Yeah.
literally all I listened to back in that day. There was no such thing as real music to me unless it was on the radio. All it was Minecraft parodies or nothing.
Yeah, I found my old, like, back when like iPods like first
Mm-hmm.
came out, and you had like the iPod Nano or whatever it was. So I actually recently found my iPod Nano, and it oh my gosh, I almost wanted to kill my older self for listening to that type of music. It was like, I had like 10 songs by 10 Minecraft parodies on there. And I had so many of like the recent songs. I mean, granted, some of them were good, but I would never listen to any of those now. It's just, yeah, they're all pop songs.
Basically, I still have a playlist on my channel for like Minecraft parody songs and animations and all that. I swear to God, you could like look at the first like 100 videos and be like, all right, seems simple enough. Just post his favorite animations and music and all that. Then you go all the way to the bottom, it just gets so random and all that's like this. I thought this was Minecraft, and most of the stuff on the bottom is like more the crappy stuff. But if I were to listen to the music that I listened to in 2013, while it would be cringy as hell, because of course, it's Minecraft parodies and all that, at the same time I would be like, well, I mean, it could be worse. At least I did listen to a lot of Taylor Swift back in the days, or
Yeah.
Katy Perry or anything like that.
I'm trying to find your music thing right now.
Like from that playlist I was talking about, or
Yeah, that playlist.
it's just named like favorite videos with like no capitals.
Yeah, I see it.
I have a music playlist, but that I still listen to that, and nothing really changed on there.
Oh man, this is actually giving me some nostalgia. Before Monsters Come, Revenge. I used to listen to that one all the time, but that one was by Captain Sparkles. Mineshaft. I haven't heard a few of these. Don't Mine at Night, Like an Enderman, Fallen Kingdom, TNT, also by Captain Sparkles. But, man.
All right, everybody, check out Taylor's music video list.
Yeah,
what is it? Favorite videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, favorite videos.
There you go. Go check that out. And I think not to take control from Taylor, but I think it's probably a good time to start wrapping up on that note.
Yeah.
But note music.
Music. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we've been on here for a good hour and 10 minutes talking about
hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah, and talking about some good stuff about like games and music and all that good stuff.
I could have sworn you said gays for a second.
And if the people listening want to hear more from the people on the Fall Damage server, when can they find that, Taylor?
We are having a meeting. I don't know if I want to post that. I don't know if that'd be too private or something like that.
That would be private.
Yeah, I'll probably just keep that.
But maybe the next podcast in a month from now.
Probably. As well as there are some chances that we are going to be recording with each other, so be on the lookout for that.
Check out my SoundCloud. link in description. I've now forced you to put my SoundCloud in your description, Taylor.
Oh, I kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll link everybody's channels in the description. Well, a channel and SoundCloud in the description. And basically the next podcast should be going up in a month. There will be some videos of collabs going up sometimes during whenever we can get them uploaded. I'd like to try to see if I get this up tonight because I didn't record my episode of Happy was recorded, so okay.
And if you ever want to know more about the Fall Damage server, you can go to falldamage.net.
Which is probably, aside from the channel and the SoundCloud link, would be the first link in the description on my channel.
I didn't even know that there was a falldamage.net.
All it is basically like the main part of the website's the calendar, even though it hasn't been updated.
There's falldamage.net. We're also on Twitter at falldamageserver. And you can find us on Votable at falldamagesmp. Where else are we? We're on Reddit at falldamageserver on Reddit. And I believe we have a Facebook page at falldamageserver as well.
Yeah. Even though
I didn't know any of that.
A little PR public announcement for everybody.
Even though the Facebook page still needs to kind of be a little bit alive.
Well, actually, it's my job, and I don't even know that it's there. I do the Twitter, and I do the Reddit sometimes.
Yeah.
And Votable, they told me to stop posting other stuff, so you have to post it yourself.
Yep. So that'll look like you'll do it for this podcast.
Thank you.
Yep. Hope to see you guys on the next podcast. And as always, I do my intro and how I say it. Have a good one, everybody.